3 of our triple header today. The Ghost Ballers 2-2 against the 1-3 3's company from Dallas. Big 3 standings updated after the Aliens' victory earlier over the Ball Hogs. Right now they're 4-1. Ghost Ballers trying to stay in that top 6 and get above 500. Ed Cohen back with Avery Johnson. Brian Scalabrine with us as well. These types of games, it's week 5. You have the Ghost Ballers trying to get to their 3rd victory. 3's company looking to bounce back. This type of game could go a long way towards playoff implications.
And then you expect it a little bit more when you're talking about the Ghost Ballers, because when you look at this team, they have the capability, along with teams, like Tri-State, to win the championship. And when you come up short, you don't play your best basketball, you don't play a complete game, then you'll fall short. This could be a big swing game today for the Ghost Ballers.
Hey, let's give a birthday shout out to this guy. Chris Johnson is 37 years old, had a big week 4 game against the Killer 3's.
Yeah, I love the way he played last week. Nice job, just staying active, being in the right place at the right time. Look at that reverse live dunk.
How about this guy? He is the walking bucket for a reason, the captain of 3's company.
And we'll see if he can bounce back the same way Isaiah Briscoe bounced back. He had a tough game last week, didn't shoot the ball as well, but we know he has 4-point shooting capability, 3-point shooting capability. He can shoot from all over the floor.
Let's take a look at the Big 3 Heat Vision powered by Microsoft. Mr. Beasley, when it's at the rim, mid-range or from 4, look out.
Yeah, look at him, especially 67% from the 4-point shot on the right side. Just this little mid-range, those long twos, it's probably better to step back and just shoot the 3 in those situations.
Oh, when you throw in 3's company and the Ghost Ballers having a little rock, chalk, Jayhawk. Let's go back to 2007. How about these guys? Julian Wright, Brandon Rush, Mario Chalmers, now with 3's company. And D-Block, Darnell Jackson, a member of the Ghost Ballers. Up, huddle up. 3 of these guys won a national title together, and they're with Scal.
All right, so 2007, you guys were all teammates. Who convinced who to join the Big 3? Who is the lead guy to do it? Nobody? You're not the ringleader? I feel like it would have been you.
We all want to get out here and compete. I think it's the same energy. We all want to get back. We compete, but we get to see guys. We're trying to win, but at the same time, we know it's good to see guys. But, now we're about to compete.
Who had that off-the-chart swag in college? Who was it? Who was it? Emo.
It wasn't me. I'm out.
I'm out, too. I think it was probably me. Probably me. Definitely Mario. All right, it's Mario. Good luck today, guys.
All right, Scal, leave it to Beasley, who played at Kansas State, to ruin the picture for the Kansas guys. All right, roster presented by PNC Bank. Ricky Davis, the captain of the Ghost Ballers. Mike Taylor is confident as any player in the league in 3's company. Avery, this is a chance with this group on the floor, led by the captain Chalmers, to get back today in the win column.
Yeah, they got to get back in the win column, and it's going to start with Michael Beasley.
Key rules in the Big 3. First to 50 wins. You have to win by 2. There's no game clock. Shot clock is 14 seconds. And the 4-point shot, player must be touching any part of the 3 4-point circles with any part of their feet. If they make a shot from there, it's worth 4 points. The great defender, Michael Cooper, the Showtime Lakers, leading 3's company against the Ghost Ballers. Coached by the Iceman, George Gervin.
Got a little offensive and defensive superstars on the sideline coaching. Guys, Michael Cooper was known for his lockdown defense. Remember when he used to have those battles with Larry Bird? And boy, I remember George Gervin. I was a little bit younger. He put on a show back in the Superdome when the New Orleans had the New Orleans Jazz before they went to Utah.
Wow, they played games at the Superdome.
Yeah.
Mike Taylor off the miss, losing his footing and losing the ball. We'll get a tie-up, and the arrow says it's going to be George Gervin and the Ghost Ballers with it. Not 1, not 2, 4-time NBA scoring champion, the Iceman and the finger roll down in San Antonio.
I still remember the Iceman poster that I used to have on my wall.
Wow.
With Iceman sitting on the throne of ice in the finger roll.
Jackson short, rebound Julian Wright. Larry Bird said Michael Cooper was the best defender he ever faced as Wright scores on the move to put 3's Company up 2-0. And I think because of how you summed it up, imagine if we could bring the fire, Cooper, against the Iceman.
Yes.
We might be a few years past the opportunity.
I was at dinner Tuesday night at a restaurant in Dallas, and I ran into Julian Wright, of all people.
Wow.
And we had a nice little chat, and he said, "Coach, we're going to be ready." He said, we're going to be ready. I said, okay. He was eating healthy, by the way.
That'll work. Tuesday for a Sunday showdown. Johnson, too much. Gets his own rebound. Second three on the way. 0 for 2. Third chance for the Ghost Ballers. Mike Taylor. And 3 missed threes on that trip.
I love the game within this game, watching Mike Taylor and Mario Chalmers go at it.
On cue, Chalmers. Hard foul by Taylor. And Chalmers with a scowl on his face. Taylor with a smile on his with the foul.
Yeah, there's going to be no backing down from either of these guys. They both are relentless on both ends of the floor. Mike Taylor's the Energizer Bunny. I don't think this guy, I've ever seen him without energy in his body. And that's what we tell young players. I just met a couple of young high school kids. Your body language is key.
Everything.
It's not just the verbal, it's the nonverbal.
6-0 lead for the Ghost Ball, for 3's Company rather, to begin this Week 5 showdown. Chris Johnson hit the rim, rebound D block. 3 to shoot. Taylor pulls up and scores.
That's Taylor's go-to move. Out of everything that he has in his basketball toolbox, that's his move. That would be his bring the fire move.
36 years old, Ghost Ballers veteran. Nice cut and finish, Julian Wright. Chance at 3 for 3's Company.
Wow, what a beautiful pocket pass here. Here's the little pocket right there. Nice job by Chalmers, and an even better finish by Julian Wright. That's a pick and roll classic.
That versatility, he's talked a lot about it. 4-point shot, Taylor air ball, Jackson to Johnson, and it gets away.
Right now, it just looks like 3's Company, they're more focused, they're more together, they're taking good shots, they're moving well without the ball. They're just not trying to force feed Beasley the basketball, even though he's the center of attention offensively.
Operating on the right side, the lefty rims out.
I wonder how much they talk about this as a team with Michael Cooper.
Looked like it hit the rim for the Ghost Ballers.
Yeah, he blocked it.
And Beasley, that's going to be the call.
Yeah, but this long two that Beasley took in the right corner,
Yep.
we showed it on the graph.
Right.
That he hasn't made one all year.
Up and under, reverse, no for Taylor.
Chalmers is open.
Beasley sees it, Chalmers, a little too easy in front of Ice Cube. And Ice Cube saying, hey, you'll get that next time.
The ball hit the rim.
10-2 start for 3's Company here in Dallas. And a timeout from George Gervin. Tonight on Big Brother, the house guests should expect the unexpected as new challenges and twists test their game plan. It's a new Big Brother tonight on CBS.
Speaking of Big Brother, how does Big Brother Ben feels about his new little brother, the new arrival? Is he excited?
He was flabbergasted when he walked in the house, but Ben Cohen is 2 years, 3 months. Zach Cohen, 12 days old, and you know, you've experienced it, Avery, when you see your kids, young, see each other for the first time, that moment, so special.
Yeah, and we got a lot of kids here today. I've taken quite a few selfies with all of the young people. They make an old guy like me feel good. Their parents do, rather. And we see a lot of the Big 3 players when they're warming up before the game. They're not necessarily sleeping like this young man, but their kids are out here working out and rebounding for dad, and fun thing to see.
It's a long ball out.
Yeah.
Off the miss, right with the finish. 12-2 3's Company, a 10-point lead to start here in game 3.
Yeah, the Ghost Ballers, they're going to need to have a serious meeting at the mines, because 3's Company, they're just dominating them on both ends of the floor.
Start for 3's Company in game 3, 12-2, leading the Ghost Ballers on CBS. And Avery, it's been the Julian Wright show in the early going.
Yeah, I'm not a big rap music guy, but I know there's a song that says walk it like you talk it. Julian Wright is walking it just like he was talking it before the game. He said they were going to come out and play with an enormous amount of energy. He's not just talking it, he's walking it and playing with a lot of energy.
Let's take a look at the Big 3 Heat Vision powered by Microsoft, and over to Scout.
Well, take a look at this shot chart. Ghost Ballers, really a lot of outside shots and a lot of red. 3's Company living in that paint. And you saw Julian Wright, he's making a living down there. That's why they have the 12-2 lead.
All right, Scout, Avery, you're the Ghost Ballers. You have Chris Johnson, you have Darnell Jackson. How do you limit those opportunities down low for 3's Company?
You got to play the first 3 dribbles, no second chance points. So that means you got to box out. You got to be able to guard your man without any help. And part of it is taking good shots so that you can then get your defense set if you missed a shot.
Chalmers gets a look and hits.
The assist, that was an assist from Beasley. That's how he's really changed. You know, this week he's not really forcing anything. He's playing really good team basketball.
Jackson boxing out, flips it up and flips it in. Left his feet, but found a way to score.
Yeah, the big fella powered through, finished the shot. Looking to, you know, sometimes dunks can give the team the energy.
On cue, Mr. Beasley.
Yeah, that was a nice slip right there by Beasley, just reading the defense.
Big screen from D-Block, a fake, and the finish from Mike Taylor.
Even though the Ghost Ballers are down by 8, they're playing with a little bit more energy coming out of this last time out.
Backdoor, Chalmers beats Taylor in the spot. And Wright with the nice feed down Broadway.
Wow, we've seen those videos called Beautiful Basketball. The 3's Company, man, they're playing some beautiful basketball right now with those back cuts.
Suffocating. They've iced the Ghost Ballers in this first half. Steal, Beasley down low, right! 3's Company in command in Dallas.
Wow, at this rate, man, 3's Company, they're gonna have what, 20 assists? Seem like they're assisting on all of their buckets right now on their 23 points.
And the turnover's a killer. Chalmers fouled. Will get a 2-point shot. We'll see if they decide to bring the fire here.
This is just unselfish basketball. Look at a slip there by Chalmers. No pressure on the ball from the Ghost Ballers. If you don't pressure passers and you allow guys to just make pinpoint passes like that, really easy.
Avery, this for halftime. Chalmers. Too much. First to 25 gets us to the break. Mike Taylor putting on the moves. So Beasley, Wright, Chalmers, the key 3 for 3's Company. Over the top, Wright scores against Taylor. And a flurry from 3's Company to end the break.
Wow, 3's Companies, what are they teaching, a master's class on passing the basketball?
Let's find out from Julian Wright with Scout.
All right, what is up with you guys today? Moving the ball, what changed from last week to this week?
It's just the thing of accountability. You know, everybody can play if they play their best. We like each other, but we just hold each other accountable. I think everybody has more edge to play defense. The points will come where they come.
All right, good luck in the second half.
Julian Wright, one of the old Jayhawks, taking advantage for 3's Company to get it to halftime. And 3's company trying to win for the first time since week number 1. A 25-9 lead at halftime against the Ghost Ballers. Final game of our triple header at the ball out. And 3's company leading the Ghost Ballers by 16. We'll return to Dallas after these messages and a word from your local station.
We need to put ourselves in a position, guys. You're going to put yourself behind. All right?
What do you think? We want to go big for a little bit, and then we want to make a sweat.
Yeah, then we'll switch it up real quick. See what they look like next few plays.
Okay.
Then we'll switch it up.
Okay.
I'll go in there quick.
Oh, he's the best. I mean, you think about the great scores in NBA history. Michael Jordan, 10-time scoring champ. Wilt Chamberlain, 7-time scoring champ. And the Iceman, 4 times led the NBA in scoring.
Yeah, they're just searching for answers because they're getting dominated on both ends of the floor. Whenever you allow a team to shoot 11 for 12 from the field, man, that's really serious efficiency, and that means your defense is not showing up right now. And he's just searching. He's asking his players, hey, you want to go big? You want to go small? They're trying to figure it out.
Oh, 3's company led by Michael Beasley in that first half, and it looked easy, and obviously the passing terrific from the entire club.
Yeah, these guys are throwing pinpoint passes, and then combine just the turnovers from the Ghost Ballers. Nice job getting deflections. Deflections always lead to bad results.
There's Michael Beasley. First half numbers. Is that a typo? 92%. They barely missed from the field in that first half.
Yeah, I would have gotten that right on the SAT question. What is 11 for 12 from the field? What percentage is that?
Julian Wright. Talk about high percentage. The lane opens, and boom.
So that's 12 for 13. Where does it go from here?
That's a 1580 out of 1600. Ricky Davis, push shot, not there. Johnson, the birthday boy, can't finish. Takes it away, and he's fouled.
You should notice what Julian Wright said. He said, hey, man, it's not good enough for us to like each other off the court or even on the court. We got to play better. We got to hold each other accountable. That word accountability, man, goes a long way.
Now, he said this at the top. This is week 5. After today, 3 more weeks to go in the Big 3 regular season before the semifinals in Tampa, championship in Atlanta. Beasley, 4-point setup. Too much. Right for Chalmers. Too easy.
It just seems like everything is going to go the 3's company way right now, and we know Beasley can knock down those 4-point shots. But when you're making shots and when you're retrieving your misses, it's a long day for any defense.
Beasley gliding in and scores. Now, Avery, for those viewers who are new to the Big 3 and are watching now with us on CBS, you see the score 31-9. This is an outlier as Taylor 6-3. We don't get too many games like this. So much has to go right for one side and so much wrong for the other. That's really been the story.
Yeah, and this game, you know, is still not quite over yet, because in the Big 3, you know, we're not dealing with a clock. It's the first team with 50. You can have a swing in momentum pretty quickly. I wish they have a swing in the temperatures here in Dallas, because it's 104 outside. We've had probably 9 out of 10 days over 100. I wish we could have a swing and get some cooler temperatures here.
If you're saying that, as the guy who flew in from New York is Beasley, nice finish, working against Taylor. I'm schwitzing here in Dallas. It is hot.
Yes, we're telling our fans, come on in here to Co-America Arena and cool off with us. Watch some fantastic Big 3 basketball.
Final game on CBS. Next 3 on Fire, DAZN, Big 3 YouTube channel. 33-12, 3's company leading this one. Darnell Jackson back for Davis. Long 2. Won't go. Beasley behind the back. The touch to Chalmers. As good as it gets.
Beasley with the hockey assist. Passed it to Chalmers, and Chalmers finished. Was that to Julian Wright? Yeah.
It was so good they all deserved the bucket.
I know. It happened so fast.
Ridiculous. Jermaine Taylor asked all the baskets for the Ghost Ballers. Right, jab step. That's against his former college teammate. Working around, Taylor, another look. Too much. Beasley, out to Chalmers. Beasley looking to drive off the 4-point circle, right to the rim, and he scores with ease. Timeout again, 3's company by 23.
Yeah, I just love great passing and assists. And look at his pass, hockey assist. Beasley to right to Chalmers. And look at behind the back here. That was the right pass. Love it, man.
All 3's company in Game 3 on CBS, up 37-14 against the Ghost Ballers. Download the exclusive BIG3 app in the App Store and Google Play Store for exclusive content, highlights, stats, and merch. Download the BIG3 app like Avery did earlier today. Avery, Michael Beasley, more like a point forward in this one today.
Yeah, and he's had an up and down BIG3 start of his season. He's had 26 points in 2 games and 11 and 10 in other games. But boy, he's been on fire. He's just been a one-man wrecking crew in a lot of ways, especially against single coverage. You got to figure out how to get the defense some help.
Let's look at the BIG3 Heat Vision powered by Microsoft. 17 of 21.
Wow, I would be so much of a better coach if I had a team that could shoot 17 for its first 21 shots. I could have maybe been coach of the year twice instead of once.
Wow. Dropping the resume here in your home city. Taylor out of the timeout, nails the 3. So right now you have Taylor and Taylor plus Jackson, the law firm for the Ghost Ballers. Wright, Chalmers, Beasley for 3's company. Nearly a tip and hit the rim, and Taylor cleans up for the Ghost Ballers. 3's
company, they came in with a serious scouting report. They wanted to connect on backdoor cuts.
How about the blow by Mario Chalmers?
Wow, there's no real team defense consistently right now for the Ghost Ballers, and that's been very problematic. And if you're turning the ball over.
Jermaine Taylor taking advantage. His team's down big, but he's made a couple of shots here since the break.
Yeah, and happy for Jermaine Taylor to be back. He tore his Achilles back in 2018 in his BIG3 season, but he's back now.
Julian Wright, a little corkscrew move there. So Taylor, last 10 for the Ghost Ballers. And Julian Wright, what's been a strong game start to finish here for 3's company. He's got 12 now.
Yeah, 3's company definitely don't look like a 1-3 team right now.
Darnell Jackson. Chalmers freed up by Beasley, wants it for 4 instead to Beasley. Here's the corner 3, rims out. Jermaine Taylor, another one. 13 straight now for the Ghost Ballers.
Yeah, Taylor's been keeping the Ghost Ballers in the game with his 3-point shooting. That was one of the few mistakes 3's company has made defensively.
Beasley last week was 3 of 18 shooting. Strip there. Taylor for Taylor. Jermaine, no, Mike. Big rebound. Jermaine Taylor again. Hits another one.
Yeah, 3's company needs a timeout. They've gotten a little sloppy here.
He has scored 16 straight points for the Ghost Ballers. 41-28, 13-point game. Not as bad as it was earlier.
Yes, sometimes you can get a little careless when you have a big lead. A couple of sloppy plays for 3's company, but give Jermaine Taylor credit, man. Knocking out, wearing that left corner 3 out. Mike Taylor with an outstanding offensive rebound. They're still in it. We talked about it a few minutes ago. Don't count out Ghost Ballers.
Favorite Jermaine Taylor 35 years old, played 2 NBA seasons, 65 games with the Rockets and Kings, 2009 to 2011. Went to Central Florida. His senior year in 2009, he averaged over 26 points per game. That was among the nation's leaders. Obviously, #1 that year, not surprisingly. Steph Curry averaged 28.6 to lead the country in his final year at Davidson. All right, 3's Company, 41-28 lead. Let's take a look at the Big 3 Heat Vision powered by Microsoft. And over to Scal.
Yeah, I saw Jermaine Taylor on the elevator. You know, I drafted him and had big hopes for Jermaine Taylor. He told me it's time for me to have one of my breakout performances. Now, it might be too little too late, but 16 straight points. I don't know if I've ever seen that in the Big 3.
See if he can keep the Ghost Ballers a little closer here. It was all 3's Company racing to a huge lead. Chalmers against the Red Hot Taylor.
Yeah, now this is the matchup that Beasley should be able to take advantage of this matchup.
Gets it back. Fires. 0 for 2. Taylor looking for it, has the hot hand. Drives, floater, gets his own rebound.
It's funny, those little shots like Beasley missed, they were making them early in the game.
Chris Johnson, open look.
And remember when we talked about early in the game, they weren't force-feeding the ball to Beasley.
Boom. His passing has been terrific.
Yeah, he made the right play on that drive.
Timeout on the floor. 3's Company extending the lead back to 15 at 43-28.
Ed, there's a book called Good to Great. And teams that look for great shots instead of good shots, they can have a consistent amount of success. Michael Beasley had a good shot when he put the ball on the floor and created a great shot for junior run. Winning basketball.
You're speaking about the importance of this week, and you mentioned earlier, this does not look by any means like a 1-3 basketball team, but they've really stayed the course with Chalmers, Beasley, and Wright. We have not seen Brandon Rush or Derek Byers. You feel the importance of this game for Michael Cooper and his club.
Yeah, he's been leaning on his 3 guys, and those guys have come through for him, and they just had an intensity to start the game. Sure, they've gotten careless a couple of possessions. You got to give the Ghost Ballers credit. Jermaine Taylor wasn't going to just sit by idly and just watch this show, so he started putting on a show.
Week 5 here in the Big 3. Let's review the standings, how it looks. Pivotal week, halfway point of this regular season. Aliens winning earlier against the Ball Hogs. Game they lost Leandro Barbosa to a possible Achilles injury. Hate to see. Trilogy picked up their 3rd win. Tri-State falling to 3-2 earlier today.
Yeah, and Isaiah Briscoe went to work for Trilogy. Man, he was outstanding. Oh, look at this shirt. Wow, cat. Coutinho Mobley on the right, not on the left.
If you didn't know. We're going to wrap up the day. They've got game number 6 against Bivouac. Coutinho Mobley and Power. Avery, love the balance they have with their young draft picks. Glenn Rice Jr., TJ Klein coming in 2-2. Bivouac off their first win of the season last week. And Cat still number 1 on the best dressed list here in the Big 3.
Yeah, Nancy Lieberman does a nice job as a coach, and they watch film. I think they practice more than any Big 3 team. She communicates with them all week, and I saw this app on her phone with all of the plays, their positive plays, negative plays, opponents, offense and defense. They got about 20 different sets. You say, oh wow, for 3-on-3 Big 3, how can they have 20 different sets? But they do.
Yeah, culture's a big word that's thrown out in sports, and it doesn't always apply. And the Big 3 is certainly unique in that guys are playing with their teammates every weekend in the summer. But if you're to throw the culture word around in the Big 3, Power under Nancy Lieberman, they've established a culture.
They sure has. And that's why they bring it every night.
Jermaine Taylor gets another bounce. What a second half for Jermaine Taylor.
Yeah, and Brandon Rush is inserted in quickly to give Michael Beasley a quick blow. So we'll see how long Beasley's on the bench.
Rush the fake.
Nice pass.
Chalmers to the 4-point circle. Too much. Mike Taylor. It's been quiet. Went up and was fouled. And they're going to say not going up. They'll inbound on the side.
Did you like Chalmers' 4-point shot? So they're up by 13. He had a wide open cut to the basket, or you like the 4-point shot?
As a fan, I liked it. As a coach, I might not like it. Is that where you're going?
Yeah, I'm just wondering. People have different philosophies. I think if you're wide open for a shot, you got to take the best shot.
And the way the Ghost Ballers are shooting right now, 11-2 run. They're down 10. Brandon Rush contested, in and out. Tip no good. Mike Taylor pulls up the 3, knocks it down. All right, it's down 7.
And Michael Beasley better get in this game quickly.
Chalmers, quick release, and with the answer, and they desperately needed it. First to 50 wins. Point game for 3's company. The steal, the miss. The putback, good. And it's 2 points away from victory for 3's company.
Julian Wright's having his best game of the season. Man, he's playing with energy and passion, defending the basket.
Count the basket for Chalmers. It's over, and 3's company able to hold on and win 50-36 here in Dallas.
Yeah, again, that was all Julian Wright. He came over and contested the shot. He contested the shot defensively. Here he is. Julian Wright contests, misses the entire rim. Chalmers was smart enough to catch it out of there and finish.
Mario Chalmers with Brian Scalabrine.
Well, I mean, how do you want to assess that game? You know, they came back a little bit on you guys, but you closed it out pretty easily.
You know, today our big focus was just to pass the ball, move the ball, and play together. I feel like the first 4 games we kind of played like individuals, and that's not what I put the team together for. So, you know, I had a long talk with everybody. Everybody agreed, and we tried to come out here and play team ball.
Yeah, and where do you go from here? You obviously have some incredible talent with Beasley, but you still have to step up and make big shots. Where do you think your team goes from here?
Hopefully keep going up. You know, this is a good win for us, build up some more confidence. Everybody go home, get in the gym, and be ready for next weekend.
All right, thanks. Congratulations.